Hey guys, I'm so happy to finally be bringing you episode 0 of my vampire let's play. This is so excited. I've got such an amazing plan prepared for my first official let's play of my channel. Now, here we have the main protagonist, Adelaide Shore, and she has her father, her mother, and a brother. Now, I'm gonna go through and show you their outfits, and then I'll tell you a bit about their backstory. Now, Adelaide is mostly in black. She has pitch white eyes, and her non-dark form is rather human. She's wearing mostly black in most of her outfits. There's always black somewhere. And you have this white dress. She actually has a second formal dress that I actually really like. I like the fact that there's this purple, yellow, gold side to the blackness, because I feel although the fact that black is the main colour that represents her, it's the colour she's chosen, there are always other colours that she adds in, so it's not always so monotone. And I really like this outfit in particular that she's wearing. It reminds me a lot about like a strong, she looks very strong, she looks very formal at the same time. She looks a bit like, I'll not necessarily say a pirate, but she looks a bit like I don't know. Then you have just simple swimwear. Going to a dark form goes very, it shows a lot of skin. It shows very carelessness, because also, for those who didn't realise, every single one of her outfits, she's wearing the same red ring. That's part of the storyline, which I'm just going to briefly go over. Basically, the Shore family was abandoned. Adelaide's twin brother refuses the vampire lineage, and so the vampires of Forgotten Hollows turn on them and take away all their powers, and Adelaide takes on the responsibility of taking down all the vampire families that betrayed them. But other than just being banished, Adelaide was cursed with having to wear this red ring, in that it prevents her from bearing children, and it also prevents her from taking it off, because if she ever takes it off, she will die. So her only choice is to take down the families of Forgotten Hollow, reclaim the Shore family name, and then finally defeat the Council of Vampires that put this curse on her, so she can start a new family. Moving on to her father, Cornelius Shore. He, like many in Forgotten Hollow, the Shore family were once big. They were a council family, and he used to be on the council, so his clothing is very formal. They are still rich, but no longer lost it. This is his dark form. I've tended to the dark form being more monstrous, because that's how I see it being, and Cornelius being one of the first vampires of that time, he's like quite he's wouldn't necessarily describe him as dangerous, but he looks very dangerous. We then have Luella. Now, Luella is one of those who wouldn't necessarily say is particularly violent. She's a very doting mother. She is one who's adapted well to the money. She was born into wealth. She married into wealth. So now the fact that her family has been abandoned, she finds it really difficult. She's not really sure what that means. She still wants a relationship with her son, but is finding it really hard, seeing he's the reason they've been abandoned. But she's trying, and then she also doesn't like the fact that Adelaide is going on this crusade to take down the other vampires, knowing the fact that it could get her really hurt, really injured, and she's trying to protect her children, but is not sure what to do herself. Then we have Luella's dark form. This I've taken similar to Adelaide's. Adelaide sort of got her style from her mother, in which case it shows a lot of bare skin, because in the Shore family in particular, it's quite matriarchal. Although it gives the appearance of the fact that the men are in charge, physically and as a vampire way, the women are more superior in this family. The fact that they're tougher, they're stronger in battles, and it really reflects the fact that they play it rough. When they're in the dark form, they have no cares. They just want to rip through their opponent, and the fact that they wear minimal clothing sort of reflects the fact that they don't want things to get in their way. They don't want things to prevent them from fighting at their best. Unlike Cornelius, who's still wearing the same clothes in his non-dark form as he is in his dark form, because he doesn't fight very often. He's not much of a fighter, unlike Adelaide and Luella. But you will be seeing both Luella and Adelaide fight. Not sure how often Luella will fight, but I'm planning for one fight almost straight off in the first episode, so look forward to that. And then finally we have Douglas. He is a good sim. He isn't much of a conventional vampire. He is a good vampire. He chose to abandon the vampire ways. He wants to be almost normal. He wants to go out and almost be human. And he started having doubts as he was growing up. Still living in wealth, being around vampires, and when he was finally of age and he went out among normal people to feed for himself, he started to feel sympathy for them, and eventually he fell in love with Sim, and decided to leave the family, leave the vampire way, and go live with her and start a family, and pray the fact that when they start their family, the vampire gene doesn't go on, and the fact that the children are normal and not vampires. I do already have a Sim prepared to be his girlfriend, but not sure if we'll necessarily meet her anytime soon. But Douglas will be making an appearance, because of course Adelaide's having a hard time being around her brother, seeing her brother has caused all these problems for them, the fact that she's been cursed, and she's then having to prove herself, she's having to fight for herself. Although she doesn't mind fighting for herself, it's more of she's waging this war almost on her own, because Cornelius has accepted the fact that they've been abandoned. He doesn't really like it, but he knows there's no one out there who could possibly help them. All the vampires have abandoned them, has turned on them, and he is sort of now trying to accept the fact that he needs to almost start this new life where the family is on their own, where they're going to have to interact with the prey more often in order to get a living. Although they can live off money, they no longer have the support of the council, so there's going to be extra pressure there. And although they still live in Forgotten Hollows, they know now they're not welcome, so they're just waiting to see what the other families will do to get them out of Forgotten Hollows. So he's trying to plan ahead, trying to almost plan a new life, whereas Luella isn't. Luella wants to defend the home, she wants to continue living there, and really she wants to fight, but at the same time knows it's a losing battle. So knowing that Adelaide is taking on the responsibility for going out and starting this war against all these vampire families who are stronger, have more support, and Luella knows it's a losing battle, but at the same time knows, because of Adelaide being cursed, she doesn't have another choice. So even if Adelaide knows herself, if she loses this war and dies, it doesn't really matter, because the alternative would be living forever, unable to start her own family, living under this curse for eternity. So she's going out there to wage this war, knowing that no matter what happens, in many ways she'll be better off. Even if she dies, that just means she won't be living for eternity with this curse. And if somehow she wins or defeats enough vampire families, the fact that they're redeemed and they can return and the curse is lifted, either way it's better than living eternally cursed, which Cornelius isn't accepting. He's almost turned around and said to Adelaide the fact that he can't really support her doing this, because if the council find out the fact that he's supporting, then no matter what, he could never redeem himself. He's almost like he's still loyal to the council, although they've abandoned him, which is something Luella's not particularly happy about, Adelaide's not particularly happy about, and Douglas is almost in the blue. He abandoned his family, not entirely to the fact that he won't talk to them, but he isn't really aware of the fact that they've been abandoned and kicked out of the society. And in many ways Adelaide knows if he goes to his brother won't return. So that's basically quick backstory coming up to what's happening now. The first episode will be the beginning of Adelaide's journey into vengeance. So I hope you enjoyed this introduction, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye guys.